All right, I'm looking at pound dollar. It's taking off to the short side. I'm thinking about getting in on a pullback here to go with the short because that to me is going with the overall trend. 4 hour level that's like leaving from right now. I just want a little bit of a pullback, but this could be very directional. Minute 5. Yeah. Uh, should a little bit of wiggle in there. I just don't like the R. If I wait for it to come a little bit higher, I mean, this trade would be more worth it, and I would have to be banking on just a trend continuation completely. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get in just because that's kind of the pullback I was looking for, more or less, for where to continue to the short side. This is taking the impulse move overall. Once this level up here like breaks, where there could be more sellers up in here, but I would anticipate because it's breaking the news level, it's just going to continue long once it breaks this level. So this level with the news level is what's holding, and that's what I'm banking on. Have my stop a few pips above that for spread. It's about 1R to the bottom. So usually would like to go for a bigger target. This is with the overall trend on the higher time frames. So technically it's right direction. It's reacting off some demand and support, which is an issue. However, with the news move, I would imagine the news would be more powerful to continue the trend. It would be the path of least resistance. Realistically, I would like to see it drop lower. If it were to continue its trend where I can get like, 2, 3R out of this trade would be ideal. For me to get 2R, my target would have to be right above this 800 level. It's 8,800. If it goes long, it would have to break the news level and pull back into it. I wonder if I can accommodate with something. So I've been having trouble trying to figure out like a way to increase my risk to reward. But fortunately, like it's not letting me risk the amount that I want to do. Doesn't let me go low enough. It's all based off like volume. It's because the account size is too small. So I think moving forward, I'm just going to do double the order in order to get it closer to my desired risk that I want to do per trade, which is about $3. Because I want at least 30 trades before, or 30 trading ideas before I'm like out of my account. So that calculates to about that amount. Or else it'll just take me too long to hit my goals. And it's just like almost unreasonable. I could do the scale out option this way. It's not normally how I trade, but it doesn't hurt. So for this type of trade, um, I like to see it like move in one direction continuously throughout the Frankfurt session until the London Open. And it's realistically like a few minutes before the London Open where I would want to look to get out. And it looks like it's building some momentum. So I don't want to necessarily, lose out on what could be a good trade because it is, like I said, with trend, it's the start of a news move. Got a lot of confluence. Um, on the other side of it, it's one can argue that this could become the reversal area, and that is therefore the double bottom for it reverses. But realistically, it's like this person's trying to catch a falling knife almost. At some point, anyone who catches a falling knife is going to get lucky and is going to be able to catch that reversal. But the amount of times that you attempt that type of trade uh, versus it paying off, I think, are detrimental. I want to see if that's funny. Maybe I shouldn't drink out of that cup anymore. Maybe I gotta just drink from it from the other direction. All right, so sure it's working. I'm up about 1 R on it. I'm in two different trades, but I'm up about 1 R on it versus, what my risk per trade was. I would like to make 1.5 R at least. I don't expect this move to be like super trending. Um, so I don't expect like it to go like 5R or something crazy like on an interest rate move or CPI. It's an area where I can scale out of the trade though. Um, I don't want to get greedy or also be fearful at the same time. Being fearful is getting out when it should most likely go down. Right. And then holding on to it thinking it's going to make more money, that's a greed problem. So it's just like you have the two conflicting emotions all the time, greed versus fear. So the technical side of me says that this is a level, and I said this could be a reversal area for everyone that is anticipating this to be like, the bottom, and then gain in a reversal. Then you have the other part of me that's saying like, oh, I expect this move to work until the London Open. I've also seen it where it pulls back into the level at the London Open, where then it uses the London Open on top of the news level as a catalyst. So then it goes back to break even, and then there was a re-entry at London Open that was failed to be taken. Pulling back on the smaller time frame. So on the 5 and the 15, it has the ability to pull back. The good thing is that, we got in at a decent location uh, where, it has to pull back quite a bit in order to come back to break even. Now, if it does come back to break even, it might have to just accept the loss or get out and wait for the London Open to re-engage it. Would probably be the smarter thing to do. Because it is slower, and that's kind of, I mean, I don't like that candle on the 5. Definitely, it's a mixture of things. One, it could be a buying candle. Second, it could be everyone selling, securing some profit, finding a point to add on, or the buyers getting out of their positions because they see that it's trending short against them. Whatever the case may be, this could be an exhaustion on this time frame, and then it falls, filling in the orders here. Or that's a buying candle, and then it just breaks higher and then continues higher. So then that would be probably the first exit point to consider if it breaks that. And then look to re-engage. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And then look to re-engage because it's breaking that level. So I gave about almost 50% of my profit back holding on to that, hoping that it was going to continue with its trend. But it's doing something on the price action on the smaller time frames that I don't like because I can see it pulling back up to here and then going back short again. So I secured half an R. Then that pays for some of the next trade. So that was it. Down on the account overall, but I'm going to start increasing the risk. So you'll start seeing me become down quicker or up quicker. This is a little too slow, up or down a couple bucks is what it needs to be at first, but it's supposed to grow from that. So if I lose $100 on this account, the account is gone. If I gain $200 on the account, the account doubles. And I get to keep, the 10% that I made minus the commission split. So that's how that's going to work. So my trades need to be anywhere from, $3 to $5 moving forward. And I'll go ahead and start doing that. So it's a little bit more appealing to watch me trade. No one gets excited about this except me. $1 or $2 doesn't matter. It's some consistency. It's all zeros. The whole setup and the trade itself is the same. And it's a good thing I did get out, or else I would have been giving back all that profit. I would have been about break even on that trade right now. So me securing half the profit was a good thing. I might re-engage at the London Open, might not. But yeah, looking forward to a better week next week. This week, I didn't do so well. So week 1, I'm up. Or sorry, week 1, I'm down. Week 2, I gained back those losses and then got back to profit. And now week 3, I'm down less than I was on week 1. So I'm kind of doing this teeter-totter effect right now, where I'm like down a little, up a little, down a little, not blowing up my shit. Not yet, anyways. So that'll be fun to watch. But then again, that is the worst thing that can happen, and that's not that bad. Can always get more funding, can always get another account. And it's lower risk because it's not my money necessarily. Fraction of my money. All right. I think I'm just gonna end it. I'm gonna look to get a better Discord invite. So random followers can start joining the Discord. Um, got about 20 or so followers, so starting. And all I'm doing is trying to trade in front of you live, show that making money trading is possible. It's just a matter of, you know, what your process is, and how hard are you willing to work to get a good process. So might re-engage this at London Open if it like bases in that level again, or look to reverse it long if that's what the London Open does. Um, looking for it to come back into this area to then short again. It's almost there. My entry before was about here, and then I got out here-ish. Got in there and got out there. I'll look to get in again, potentially up here, and then go long if it breaks the session highs. So that's the plan after. The plan moving forward next week is pretty straightforward for a US session. Just later we have core retail sales. Next week we got PMI news, Bank of Japan core CPI. We got various PMI news here on euro, pound, and dollar. So that should be a busy day. Wednesday, durable goods, CAD corporate profits. Thursday should be a good one for the US session. We got German final GDP on Wednesday evening or Thursday morning. And we got core price index on Friday. So that would be a decent event as well for the US sessions. That's about it, I guess. No interest rate news, I don't see. I'll post the schedule on Discord as well. All right. Signing off. Deuces.